Hello, welcome to the Peripheral View. The Peripheral View is a new doc series that will be addressing those stories on the edge of the news from a progressive perspective. Uh, Recently, well, of course, everyone knows the election is over and the Democrats won, but there was this issue of communists, socialists being bounced back and forth before the election, during the election, and even now after the election. You have some congressional representatives saying that Democrats lost seats in the House because of taking a socialist perspective. And I've also heard that some said that black people do not identify, African Americans do not identify with socialism. Well, I think we need some clarification of terms. And in clarifying the terms, please understand that the use of words change over time. And we don't always agree with that change, but it happens in society. For instance, the N-word, which I would never use, but the use of it has changed among young people over time. When we look at the term communism and socialism and capitalism, understand that you're talking about different types of systems. Capitalism and communism are economic systems. Economic systems. And there is the classic sense of definition of communism and capitalism along with socialism. And then there's the modern use of these terms: communism, socialism, capitalism. Please keep in mind that no one today is 100% capitalist country or socialist country or communist country. Point of example, China. It has a communist government, but it's one of the best capitalist economic systems on the planet. So the use of the words and the changing definition. When we hear the term socialism, especially used by progressives, we're talking about certain policies, governmental policies, the role that government plays in providing safety nets and meeting the needs of the people. Medicare, Medicaid, unemployment insurance, disability insurance, food stamps, Section 8. Anytime the government helps individuals, it's socialism. And it has nothing to do with freedom, because the issue of freedom has to do with the type of political system. Dictatorship versus a democracy. All right? And even when we look at this, the United States government is a democratic republic. So the people vote in each state for the president. And that's a projection. The president is not officially determined until the electors, or the electoral college from each state, casts its vote and is approved by Congress. Now, for most of American history, that was not an issue, because if New York voted Democrats, the electorals from the electoral colleges from New York cast their vote for the Democratic candidate. Congress voted, and that was that. However, we've seen with Donald Trump, who was attempting to persuade the electorals from the electoral colleges in some of the key states like Pennsylvania and Wisconsin that he lost, even though Democrats won those states, to cast their vote Republican. that could be a very dangerous situation. But hopefully, it worked out that the electorals will cast the vote based on the majority of the votes in each state. So when we talk about this democratic republic, it has nothing to do with communism or socialism. The United States is a democratic republic, and we have socialist policies. Some of the greatest socialist policies was first put in place by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And black people voted for Roosevelt. In fact, they switched from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party, because prior to Roosevelt, they always voted Republican, the party of Lincoln. And the main reason for that switch was the economic policies, the social policies being instituted by Roosevelt. So if we say black folks are they socialists or not socialists in general, I would say that black folks in general always vote for socialist policies. Policies in which the government protects the individual, the government provides a safety net, and the government ensures or attempts to ensure that the basic need of an individual is met. Now, we're not there yet, but that is what socialist policies is all about. Thanks for watching.